Hi Leos, thanks for joining in. Today it's going to be a general reading for this week of 13th to the 19th. And so take what resonates and leave the rest for the rest. So without further ado, let's get started with the tarot. Just so you know, I don't read reversals. So the way the card is going to come in and what card is going to come in, depending on that, I'm going to read it intuitively. Don't force any messages on yourself. Take what feels very free and feels very relatable, because in case if you force any reading on yourself, it's going to lead to a lot of pressure on yourself, and sometimes even wrong any I mean, we are not able to perceive it right. So since we are trying to force it on ourselves, we try to get wrong interpretations of it. So just take what comes very easily to you. We are starting off with the Temperance card, followed by the Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So you have two major arcanas yet, and coincidentally, both are number fives. This is 5, and this is 14, which totals up to 5. Fives usually signify change, and looks like this particular week is going to bring about some kind of change in your life. If it hasn't manifested already, you might expect some things, some balls to get rolling this week. We are going to clarify with the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, for Temperance, we have the Nine of Pentacles. For Six of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords. For Knight of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Major Arcana, the High Priestess. So let's get started with the discussion, with the reading here. So starting off, we have the Temperance card coming in, which is the major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius. And Temperance usually means that it has been a lot of patience. The last few weeks, the last few months have been very trying for you, and it's not been easy. It has tested your patience, but Temperance proves that you have been patient. You have been very uh, patiently waiting for the things to happen for you, and now is the time. Since Temperance is also 5, like we spoke before, that is going to, it signifies that it is going to change. So you do not, while of course we need patience at every walk of our life, because no matter, they say that you can have it all but you cannot have it all at once. So we need to make sure that we have patience for the things. Like, for example, at this particular point in time, probably your work life is going great, but your personal life isn't, whether it is with your family, if it's with your friends. uh, there is one aspect of your life probably you're not very satisfied with at this particular point in time. So you need to have patience for that particular aspect in your life. So, but right now it seems like it's a time of you reaping your patience, and if you can see that this particular person, which is Archangel Michael, my bad, Archangel Michael is pouring the water from these cups, which means alchemy. So things are happening for you magically. You will notice that suddenly things are falling into the place, and physically you don't see much of change from before to here, but things are happening in the background. Major shifts are happening in the background because temperance is saying it's rewarding your patience that you have showed all this while. With temperance we have the 9 of Pentacles. So with 9 of Pentacles coming in, it seemed like probably this particular patience was related to your financial. For some of you it was related to your financial aspect, where you haven't been, what do you say, you haven't been seeing the kind of growth, the kind of rewards that you were expecting, or you have been putting in a lot more hard work than what you have been reaping all this while. But this is the time where everything is going to change, your patience is going to pay off, and your 9 of Pentacles, you're going to feel very financially independent. You are going to receive payouts, probably the payouts which have been uh, stuck for a while now, but you will see that suddenly things are moving along. You're feeling more financially independent. You're able to do things which you were not able to do a few months back. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having a bad throat, but please bear with me. So if you see, on the one hand there is 9 of Pentacles coming in at the bottom of the Temperance, but above it there is Hierophant. So Hierophant is a very spiritual card, and it also signifies marriage and serious commitment. So there is a possibility that while some of you might be facing a little bit of problems with your financial side of things, but there is the other set of people as well, where you're while you're probably okay, you're doing well financially, but there is the partnership, the commitment, the marriage part which hasn't been going too well, and you're someone who is looking forward to getting settled in life. So that part also is going to change because you have been patiently waiting for that relationship to come in, for that right person to walk into your life. Uh, that particular patience is paying off right now, and it seems like you're going to have a very spiritual connection with someone which feels uh, very pure, very kind, very compassionate, and very different from what you have been going through all this while, or the previous relationships that you've had. Because it seems like the previous relationships you had were very on and off, where you did not get the right commitment, you did not get the right seriousness from the other person. But since Hierophant is coming in, it signifies that the new person that is going to come into your life, you're going to feel more committed, they are going to feel more committed to you, and you both probably very soon would be ready to make uh, go into take the step of marriage and take the commitment on a higher level. So watch out for these energies that's coming in. It's either your the commitment part of things which is going to work out, or the financial part of it is going to work out, or both. People who have been struggling a bit with both these fronts will suddenly see things moving along, your patience paying off, and things magically moving to a very much spiritual harmony, because temperance is harmony as well. Okay, so the next set of cards that we have is the Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So the Six of Cups is usually the card, it signifies past soul relationships that you've had with people, not just in this particular lifetime, but in the previous lifetimes as well. So f- you might suddenly see that in this particular week you're meeting people with whom you have that instant connection of soul. You haven't probably met this person before, but as soon as you meet, you feel that the pull in your heartstring. It may not just be a romantic relationship, it can be a, a relationship, a connection in any form. So either it's going to be that you are going to come across your soul tribe members where you have met them for probably your in your previous lives, and as soon as you come across that particular soul in this life, you will be able to instantaneously feel that attraction or feel that connection. And in case if you're not meeting somebody new, it can also signify that it's somebody who is going to come back from your past. And since it's getting teamed up with the Eight of Swords, it's Eight of Swords is basically a card which says that you're in your head, you're very worried. If you see this picture as well, she is not really bound with any of these threads that are reflected in the mirror. This is all in her head. So this is not gender specific. It's just the energy of the card. So take how it resonates with you. And this usually means that you have a lot of things happening, a lot of worries and stresses that has been happening in your head, that's going through your head at this particular point in time. Snap out of it, realize that this is not real. This is all in your head. Nobody is going tying you around. If, in case if you're feeling claustrophobic or tied to a situation, there is always an option to break free from it. It's just that we need to see that option. We need to be ready to see that option in order to get out of the situation. Okay, so since it is Six of Cups and Eight of Swords are coming, be very watchful of the past energies that might come into your life, because that might trigger a lot of emotions within you, a lot of um, uh, conflicting thoughts coming into your head. So don't let that happen. Don't let your past, the worry of your future bother you at all. The past is in the past for a reason. So always remember, don't lose sight of the things that for which these people are in your past. So while it is very good to forgive and forget, etc., etc., but sometimes you see that once you have moved on, you have left behind a portion of your life along with a few people. It is better for them to be in your past and not get mixed up in your present. Because while you might have made some progresses in your life spiritually, uh, from the growth perspective, growth mindset perspective, and sometimes getting involved with this past energies might bring up all these unresolved feelings, which is so unwarranted for. We don't need that. We need to move on. We need to keep growing. So ensure that in case if there is a beautiful past energy coming across which is giving you so much of happiness, so much of uh, passion, go for it. But in case if it is mixed with any self-doubt, conflict, stress, then please be watchful of that and move away, move ahead, move on with your life and move away from those feelings. Okay, then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, my bad. And we have the Ten of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot. It signifies that there is a news of a financial offer that is coming to your way. It might take some time. It might not even appear in the 3D world this week, but this is something which is already appearing in your energy. That means it's on the way to you. You have been patient about it, and there might be a little more patience that is required from your side in order to for this particular offer to come in at the right time. So we know that, nothing happens before, nothing happens after, right? It all happens at the right time. So make sure that you maintain that patience. Know that this particular brilliant offer is going to come across to you, which is going to uh, which is coupled up with the 10 of wands, which means that it is going to bring about a particular ending. Like, for example, since it's knight of pentacles, I'm it's coming across to me as on the financial front. So, in case if you have been manifesting a change, you have been manifesting a new beginning, then this is it. This is already in the works for you. And this is going to ensure that this particular offer is going to ensure that you leave all this. Uh, in case if you want to move to a new place, in case if you move to a new city, that is going to happen for you. Because if you see this imagery, this woman is carrying suitcase, the wands, all the baggage with her along. When I say the baggage, please ensure that when you're having this particular new start, you're not carrying any emotional baggage with you. Probably the situation in the past, say 6 months or 6 years, have been very trying for you, and that brings about a lot of change, a heaviness in our heart. But when universe is giving us that particular new beginning, we should ensure that we are not carrying those baggages with us. It is done, it is dusted. We know that it has been trying. We have been diligently taking the lessons from it. Carry the lessons with you, not the baggage. Okay? So be very mindful of it. As soon as you receive that beautiful offer or coming your way, just grab hold of it and be ready to make that move, because that move is going to bring in so much of happiness, so much of abundance to your side. So, this is what I'm getting from this card, and this high priestess is kind of coming in alignment with the six of cups and the eight of swords energy. So, while uh, this is a period where High Priestess is a card, a major arcana, which signifies that you have a very strong connection with the 5D world at this particular time. By 5D world, I also mean your higher self, which is resides out of your physical body, the 3D body that we all have. And it's all energy and beautiful magic and things that we cannot see. So make sure that during this particular time, this is a very spiritual time for you, and you're connecting with your higher self, you're meditating. And in case if you're not able to make a particular time in your meditation, make sure that while you're going, before you go to sleep or once you wake up, you lie down on the bed itself and try to concentrate on that one thing that is going to make you so, so happy. And one trick of manifestation that I've learned is that while you're imagining that one thing that would make you so happy, try to think that how the positive aspects of it, how it is going to radiate positivity to people who are around us, how it is going to make us happy, and how it is going to make others happy as well. So try to see the positive implications to the thoughts that you have in your head, that and dwell in that particular feeling of happiness, abundance, magic, love. And just imagine that particular magic and love and that abundance is spreading across to the entire world, and you will see magic happen to you. Okay, so take this particular time to meditate, to connect with your higher self, bask in that beautiful, happy energy, the beautiful sun energy, and just once you just be in that energy, you will just miraculously see things manifesting into your time, into your timeline in no time. Okay, we are going to close off the reading with these oracle cards. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. In case if you're interested, please feel free to get them for you. And this is a very good deck, and it's totally recommended from me. Okay, we have the first flipper, we have the protection guardian, drop your shields. The next one out, we have mountain, stand your ground. The last one, we have the animal guardian, trust your instincts. Bottom of the deck, we have the peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Okay, so the first card, the protection guardian, drop your shields. So this particular time which has tested your patience, which has been trying, has made you build a wall around yourself. And this is the time where you're supposed to shine and drop those shields. I understand that you have built those shields to protect yourself from any more hurt, but now is the time that you have to believe that you are indeed protected in the higher realms by your angels, guardians, and your ancestors, and they are telling you that it's been enough. You can drop your shields now. We are the ones who are protecting you. You just be your authentic 100% yourself. When you put yourself into a situation, you're interacting with someone, drop those shields, open your heart to this particular magical spiritual connection that you have been manifesting. Sometimes when our shields are up, at that time, even if we have these people, these soul partnerships coming in, we tend to push them aside because of those that shield that we have created, the boundary that we have created for to protect our heart. So we would not want to protect our heart or deprive our heart of the love that we deserve as well, right? So take time, think about it, drop your shields, imagine that you're being protected and by your angels themselves, and you do not have to create that boundary across around you. You can just 100% be yourself with anybody and any situation that comes across. Okay, the next card that we have is the Mountain Spirit, which is Stand Your Ground. It is coming on top of Six of Cups and Eight of Swords. So, uh, this particular, it is a very strong feeling that somebody is from the past is going to come up and is going to give you some news which is going to make you trigger or try to uh, you know move from what you believe in. Okay, so this is the guide from your angels and ancestors that please stand your ground. They might, an ex might come and say that, I'm so sorry that I've done this, blah, blah, blah to you. Please come back. I've changed, etc., etc. But always remember why you moved on, why that particular relationship was not serving you, whether you broke it off, they broke it off, does not matter. Okay? Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, to what it says, and make sure that you stand your ground to what intuitive messages that you're receiving. Don't let anybody sway that. Make sure you're standing your ground because the intuitions, the gut feeling that we get is never wrong. Okay? Uh, the next one, we have the animal guardian, which is trust your instincts. And in this particular situation, you have been feeling this, that there is some offer in the horizon, which I can feel it. Cannot see it uh, in and around you at this particular point in time, but I know that you feel this change coming in, you feel this new offer coming in very strong. So trust that instinct. Don't give up hope, don't give up patience, because it's all happening for you beautifully at the right time. Okay, so make sure that you're trusting your instincts and trusting in that offer that is going to bring about so much of positivity, so much of abundance, so much of happiness into your life. that you're basking in that energy itself. You're not losing hope, you're not losing patience, because it is happening. The last one, which is at the bottom of the deck, is let go of the need to be right. It's the most beautiful peacekeeper spirit. Okay, so most of us, we let our ego come into the picture, we let our impatience come into the picture, and are we give up much before we are just before we are supposed to get to the right place. We give up because we feel we have that ego within us saying that you try to do something honestly in the right way, but this is not happening out, this is not working out for me, so let's just leave it out. But let's not do that. Let's maintain that patience. Let's show that grace that we have been showing all this while. And in this case, when it's the tug of war with the universe, at that time we are just human beings. So um, in situations which might come across as a trigger for you, where you feel that no, in this particular situation I am right and that other person is wrong, try to reevaluate the situation. Let the right wrong be outside. It's anything happening in this particular world is subjective, and what might appear to be right from your perspective is not right from the second person's perspective. So um, try to look at things from a third person point of view instead of thinking about the situation from your point of view, which is very easy to do. Try to put yourselves in the other person's shoes and try to look at the situation, and you will see how magically you will find out that yes, while my intention was right, probably the way I put it across is not the right way, and it could be misconstrued for X, Y, and Z reasons. So as soon as we try to shift our mindset and try to think things from other person's perspective, you will see that there is a mental shift happening for you, there is an energy shift happening for you, and you are um, in a much more peaceful state. So be in that peaceful state, avoid any conflict, confusion, and stress that may act as a trigger for you this week, and just be in the light of peace. Let go of all ego, let go of all the need to be right. Just be in the energy of peace. Okay? So that was your reading for you, Leo, for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. In case if you did, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It would help my channel greatly, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.